Hello there, welcome along to this video. My name is Tom Brooks. If you've watched my last video, a review of the Thrustmaster TH8A add-on shifter, then you'll know a bit about me. If not, well, welcome along. Thank you so much for clicking on the video first of all. And I should tell you, I'm not a sim racer, despite this setup over to my right-hand side. I'm actually a commentator and a broadcaster, very fortunate to, at the moment, be working for Gran Turismo as part of the FIA Gran Turismo Championships, and also as a voice of the Gran Turismo Sport video game as well. Anyway, a couple of months back, Thrustmaster were very kind to send me a few products, hence the review of the TH8A add-on shifter. And in this video, I'm going to be reviewing this, well, not the box, the product itself, the Thrustmaster R383 Sparco add-on wheel, which is designed, of course, to be used with various different Thrustmaster products, including the T150, the T300RS, the T500RS wheel, and of course the TGT. And now this Thrustmaster R383 wheel, relatively new out onto the market, and I have to say an absolutely fantastic addition to any sim racer that enjoys Thrustmaster products or uses Thrustmaster products. This is something you should really consider using, and here is why I think that is. So then, the Thrustmaster R383 Sparco add-on wheel. As you can see, I've got it in my hands at the moment. It's a brushed aluminium wheel, so it's made entirely out of metal. You've got an Alcantara cover around it as well, so a very, very nice feel to it. In my opinion, I think this is a little bit better. Feels a little bit more premium than the leather that you would get as well, and is of course more akin to a race car. On the front, you've got 9 different buttons. You've got 2 in the top right-hand corner. You've got 3 in the bottom right-hand corner, 3 in a mirror image on the bottom left-hand corner, and then in the top left-hand corner you've actually only got 1 button, and then you've got this directional button here, which is to be used essentially as a D-pad. So if you're using it on your games, of course, you can use it to negotiate the different menus and so on and so forth. If we flip it round, you can see on the back 2 paddle shifters made entirely of metal, same material as the front. You've got your paddle shifter up and your paddle shifter down, and just starting off with these paddle shifters as well, as we look at the back of the wheel, I have to say they are absolutely fantastic. Made entirely of metal, as I said. Really, really nice feel to them in terms of the paddle shifters, and then when you click them up and click them down again, you get a really positive click there as well. You know that you've got into gear, and I think that that's really, really important when you're using a wheel, to of course know that you've got into gear and to not have any doubt, really, more than anything. You want to be able to be sure that you've been able to get everything absolutely as good as it can be, and with this wheel I don't doubt that you're going to be able to do that. As I said though, on the front you've got these 9 different buttons as well, and just having a look at these buttons here as well, they all do different things depending on the simulator or the game that you're using, and they're all using micro switches as well, a nice positive click that they are able to give you, so it really does make it very easy to press each different button. And one of the things as well that I've found with using different wheels is that it can be quite difficult sometimes to push the right button if you're not focusing 100% on what you're doing. You're looking more at the screen in front of you. These buttons, they're spaced equally enough apart that you're not going to be able to push the other one, but they also give a really, really nice positive click to them as well, so you know that you've pushed the button and done exactly what it is that you were aiming to do, whether that's looking behind you, changing your video camera, changing some settings, handbrake, whatever it might be. Of course, this wheel is designed to be used generally in a rally-style environment. However, it can be used in various different guises. I've been using it on Dirt Rally 2.0, which I'll show you some footage of now. I was using it on a Polish rally stage, and then in a World Rallycross environment at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, in an RX supercar. But you can use it in various different guises as well. Thrustmaster actually say that it's perfect for GT style racing, and it also is very, very much suitable for open wheel racing as well. And I have to concur with that. I actually had a bit of a go on F1 2018 with this wheel a couple of days ago, and although it was a bit difficult to try and work out which buttons were which, because of course they're not labelled here as such as they are on the OEM wheel, the actual Thrustmaster TGT rim, I have to say it was absolutely brilliant. A really, really nice wheel. This wheel, as you can see on screen now, 13 inches in diameter, and if I compare that to the original Thrustmaster TGT rim, you can see a sizable difference between the two, and I think that's really important because I really like a bigger wheel having that in your hands, first of all, it's thicker, it's larger in diameter, so it really does give you a nice positive feedback more than anything. It's akin to a real world car. It's on a 1-to-1 scale, this one as well. So I think that that's really, really important. You can have the wheel in front of you. It feels like you're in a real car, controlling a real car. So it's a little bit larger than the TGT rim, but also just to feel the quality of the product itself is just absolutely fantastic. There's no flexing, there's no movement, there's none of any worries that you will be having with this wheel. None that I've had so far anyway, and I have to say I really do enjoy using it. As I said, I used it on a couple of different games, and it really is quite versatile. That's the thing I think that's very suitable about this wheel. Although it is marketed as a rally wheel more than anything, comes from the world of rallying, you can use it in other disciplines. You can use it in those GT cars, you can use it in the Formula cars as well if you should so wish. If you're looking at perhaps making your first purchase with your Thrustmaster wheel, you're looking at perhaps upgrading and getting an add-on rim for the first time, this is something I would really consider, just because more than anything, as I said, you've got that the different functions that you can use it in. You can use it in various different styles, so it really does make it sort of a one-stop shop more than anything. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a review if I wasn't looking at a downside as well. We've looked at a lot of positive points of this wheel, and the only downside that I have found with this rim so far is actually the D-pad style control here, in that it can be a little bit vague. So if you're using it to negotiate the menus, sometimes if you're perhaps changing some settings, as you'll see on the screen now, as I was doing on Dirt Rally 2.0, it is perhaps a little bit easier sometimes for it to just jump down instead of moving across. So if you're perhaps changing your gearbox settings, your settings from using the sequential to an automatic, it can sometimes jump down a couple and then change another setting that you weren't perhaps expecting. Can be a little bit frustrating, a little bit annoying, and isn't something that I was particularly a fan of. But otherwise, I've not really got any complaints. You'll see, of course, with the footage that I'm going to be showing you on screen, I have shown you on screen throughout this video, I was wearing gloves, and you're probably wondering, why on earth are you wearing gloves when you're playing Dirt Rally 2.0? Well, the reason for it is simple. It's an Alcantara rim, as you can see here, and of course you've got lots of oils on your hands, so using gloves just protects it from those oils and keeps it in better condition long term, I feel. So it's just a little bit in terms of maintenance is really why I was doing that. Currently retails on the Thrustmaster website for £189.99. Of course, you can convert that into your local currency and work out exactly what that might be. But anyway, as I said, I really would recommend it. If there's anything you think I've missed, anything you'd like to know about this wheel, please do feel free to comment below, and I'll try and get responding to you as quickly as I can. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, feel free to dislike it as well. I've got thick skin, it's fine. If you'd also like to find out a little bit more about what I do, you can visit my website. It's in the description below, and that is all I have to say, really. So yeah, the Thrustmaster Sparco R383 add-on wheel for Thrustmaster products. Cannot recommend it enough if you're looking at making that step over and making that first investment in the sim racing world. Anyway, hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.